Hi there, we are going to build a birdhouse today. So I'm going to start out on the Create tab with a box. And I'm just going to click and drag a box about the size that I want the birdhouse to be, looking down at it from the top. And then raise it up and kind of shape it a little taller than it is wide. You can choose whatever size box you want, but this is the way I'm going to build this birdhouse. Okay, so I need to make a cut down the middle so that I have a point that I can pull up for the roof. So I'm going to use the shortcut for knife, which is Shift K. Start outside the box and drag a line right through and hit Enter. I'm going to switch over to points now and select that point, actually 2 points on the top of the roof. And I'm going to use the Move tool, and the shortcut is T, and just pull up the point of that birdhouse. And I've got a crazy birdhouse over here on its top. Just flip it around. All right. Okay, so I want to drop this selection. I can either do it by touching it, or I could do it by hitting spacebar and touching over here. Okay, I want to hollow out this birdhouse. So I'm going to go back to my polygon mode, grab the bottom of the birdhouse, and I'm going to use E to extend. That gives me one more polygon, and it looks like nothing happened because both polygons are stacked on top of each other. So I'm going to shrink one down, and the shrink and stretch tool is H. So pull your mouse a little bit to the left and a little bit towards you, and you'll see that you've got one polygon bigger and one polygon smaller. So that's what's going to form your walls around the edge of the house. All right, so I need to do extend again. So hit E. And this time I just want to move it up, so T is the shortcut for move. And just take it right on up. And don't go through the roof. Stop before you go through the roof. And there's your ceiling. Great. Okay, we have a hole on the bottom though, and the bird could fall out, or it just would be better to have a bottom on the birdhouse. So I'm going to go over to point mode, and I'm going to make a patch. So I'm going to start here, hold down Shift, and go in a clockwise pattern all the way around. Check over here on the far left to make sure you only have 4, and then hit P for patch. All right, so now we have a bottom to our birdhouse, but we have no door. Our bird needs a door to get in. So we're going to go to another layer and then put the birdhouse in the background. I am going to use a disc to make a door for the birdhouse. Traditionally, birdhouse doors are a disc shape. So I'm going to put it right in the middle and then drag it through. Just make sure it goes right through one of your walls. So we're going to use this as a drilling tool. I'm going to swap layers, so my birdhouse is in the front now and my tool is in the back. You know that it's in the back when it appears to be black. All right, so we are going to do construct Boolean and just do subtract. Okay, and look at that. It cut a hole in your birdhouse. We could get rid of that tool now because we have a nice hole in the birdhouse. You can see inside. Okay, well, I want to give him a little bit nicer roof on his house. So I'm going back to polygons, and I'm just selecting both polygons. If you can only get one, that means that you need to hold down Shift to get the other one. And I'm going to use E again to extend. So E, I've got another polygon there, but you can't see it because they're sitting on top of each other. I'm going to use T to move, and move that up. All right, spacebar and deselect. Okay, I can see that I have geometry here, but it hasn't really made much of a difference in the way the house looks. So I want him to have this overhang. So I'm going to grab just the end piece, hold down, and get just that end piece. And I'm going to hit E again to extend, and then H. I'm just going to push them both out. And right now it looks a little weird. It's not going the direction that we wanted it to, but that's easy to fix. Once we have enough of an overhang, we're just going to hit T and move them down. Okay, so you can adjust them from there. If and typically sometimes one will go a little awkward and be strange on you. So here's what you can do is just select them one at a time or deselect one and just deal with one of them, getting it the right length and the right size. Let go of it and go get the other one. You could use points on this one too, it doesn't matter. And I'm just using H to kind of match the thickness of the roof all the way down and the angle. All right, so we have our basic birdhouse. Probably amazing that you could make it so quickly. At this point, go ahead and color it. I am going to choose to have the roof red. So I'm just going to select all of the roof. Hold down Shift. Okay, hit Q, and I'm going to name it roof, and OK. So I have a red roof, and I've already colored and named the bottom of the box. I intend to wrap around a wood texture eventually, but basically you have your roof here. You can build him a patio, maybe a perch, maybe some wallpaper inside or some pictures. Maybe he's got a widescreen TV, a chimney. Personalize it, make it your own. Have fun.